Yeah, bang, bang, well, I just come out of the gym, mate. I'm tired. Just had a quick shower. Thought I'd do a quick one about Roy Shaw. Roy Shaw, mate, I liked him. I was inspired with Dana Beckett, a nice, nice guy, mate. Not flash, talk, soft, really, for a good fighter like he was. Bit a bit rough, bit nice, not flash at all. And he was talking to me about Lenny when he fought Lenny McLean, yeah, and saying the first time he fought him, it was a really, really good fight, but he bashed him up. He said, I just bashed him up. He said he was very flash, and I thought myself, I was showing who the real governor is, yeah. And then Lenny beat him, and then Lenny really bashed him up the first time, third time, didn't he? He smashed him to pieces. But Roy said that Lenny was a bully. I think he went down to the Archers or something to see Lenny, and there was a young kid in there that started to talk to Lenny, and just saying that how do you how's Roy Shaw? What do you reckon about Roy Shaw? And he said Roy Shaw's a wanker, and he said, well, he beat you the first time, he really bashed you up, and then he hit this kid on the chin. The kid went over and he picked his chair up, and he smashed this young kid, all his back and everything, yeah. And this kid's what, 16, 17, young kid. And then he just took the piss really, bashed this kid up, but he hit him with a chair, and I thought to myself, wow. And then Roy said, Ray, honestly, mate, to me, he was a bully. To do that to a young kid, he was a bully, you know what I mean? And that's how he got a reputation of being a bully. Just shouting about, when he was on the doors and all that, he used to be really, really flash and all that. I said, yeah, but, he's Lenny McLean. He's got a good name, mate. And he said, yeah, but, he said, Ray, he's only got a good name because of Frankie Warren. And he said to me that Frankie Warren's only got a good name because of Lenny McLean. He said, it's only me and Lenny McLean, really, that kicked off Frankie Warren. Frankie Warren would want to be no one if it was for me and Lenny. I said, yeah, mate, you're right, really. And he said, he said, when I first started fighting, and I was with Joe Pyle, he said, and Joe Pyle was telling me about Harry Starbuck, and he said, and I wanted to fight Harry Starbuck, and Harry Starbuck at that time was a bit of a face, could really have it, yeah. He said, and when I got him with Harry Starbuck, I was surprised that I stopped him in the first round. He said, but he said it's all about the punches, isn't it? He said, you can hit someone with a punch and knock them down and just keep smashing them to pieces. Don't let them get up. That's the difference between unlicensed fighting and proper boxing. Unlicensed fighting, mate, they hit the floor and they're on one leg and keep going and smash them to pieces. Don't get disqualified for it. He said, that's what I done with Harry Starbuck. He said, but, Lenny, he said, Lenny was a different kettle of fish. He said, I've smashed him to pieces. He said, the second time he beat me, he said, I looked, like, I'm not joking, I looked everywhere for Lenny. Everywhere Lenny went, I was there, saying to me, come on, let's fight me again, fight me again. Lenny was going, nah, I don't want to fight you now, I've retired, I ain't fighting no more. He went, yeah, you got a big mouth, Lenny McLean. He said about all this, that and the other, come and fight me. Fight me again, I'm going to smash you to pieces. He said, I smashed you to pieces the first time, all right, you beat me the second time. He said, but this time you won't beat me. I'm going to smash you to pieces, Lenny. Look at Lenny done to him. Look at Lenny done to Roy Shaw. He must have hit him 20 times on the ropes. I always thought, seriously, that was a get-up at first, honestly. And I thought this... And Roy Shaw, like myself, I was sparred with Lenny. Roy Shaw, like myself, said that Lenny can't hit. Yeah, really? Well, Lenny can't really hit because when I see him hit Roy Shaw 20 times, and Roy Shaw didn't even hit the floor. He should have done. I mean, 1, 2 of them punches, he should have just gone over. But Lenny, he just get it anyway. I thought it was a get up. I really did think it was a get up. But Roy said no, it wasn't a get up, mate. He really did. He really did hit me about 20 times. But he said Lenny wasn't a puncher. He said it was consistent. The consistent punches, consistently. Yeah. He said, have you noticed that when he knocked me over after he hit me 20 times, I wasn't knocked out. I was still aware of what was going on. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, that's what I thought was a get up. You know, he said, no, I wouldn't get up, mate. He done what he done to me, yeah. He said that, he said, but Lenny was Lenny McLean, and he said that and me and Lenny made made Harry, made Frankie Warren. And you think about it, years and years ago, when Roy Shaw fought Donny Adams, that was the start of it all, I suppose. That was the start of it all. The unlicensed fighting, and then Lenny and Roy, and then Lenny and Roy again, and then the last time Lenny and Roy, and and really after that, Lenny didn't do much, did he? After that, I think he fought. Oh yeah, he did. He fought Cliff Fields. He fought Kevin Paddock, and he fought Johnny Waldron. Yeah. And I think he did it Shaka. I'm not quite sure. Lenny McLean fought Shaka, and Shaka beat him. I'm not quite sure. Check it out, because I keep talking about Shaka, and I heard that he either beat Cliff Fields, Shaka, or he beat Lenny McLean. Check it out. Let me know in the comments, please, because I'd love to know. Did he beat Lenny McLean or did he beat Cliff Fields, Shaka? Because me and Shaka was all right. I met Shaka over Brixton. He was with Laurie Gibbons in his car front, yeah. Shaka, mate, I like Shaka. Yeah. Anyway, bang, bang, bang. Please press the like button and subscribe. Bye.